This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has received Charles Bolden, the administrator of the US Space Agency NASA. The meeting comes after the UAE Space Agency Chairman, Dr. Khalifa Al-Rumaythi, and Mr. Bolden formalized and signed an agreement between the two agencies, formalizing cooperation in the exploration of Mars. Discussions during the meeting between the ruler of Dubai and the NASA official revolved around scientific issues and the efforts to harness space technology for peaceful and non-politicized purposes to serve all humanity. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed welcomed all forms of constructive cooperation between the UAE Space Agency, the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center and NASA to serve science, scientists and all humanity. The ruler of Dubai also noted recent agreements to train UAE nationals at NASA and specialized universities, as well as the exchange of expertise and knowledge to nurture and encourage Emiratis scientific innovation. The Minister of State for Happiness, Her Excellency Uhud bint Khalfan Al-Rumi, has unveiled a customer happiness formula to provide an effective tool for government employees to achieve happiness goals under the UAE's National Programme for Happiness and Positivity Initiative. According to the Minister, the launch of the Customer Happiness Formula highlights the government's commitment to provide services that achieve customer happiness and ensure the happiness of the entire community. She added that the Customer Happiness Formula is one of the comprehensive initiatives to develop government services and build effective partnerships between employees and customers by scientifically measuring the level of customer happiness. The program is based on 3 themes, which are happiness and positivity in government work, happiness and positivity in lifestyle, and measuring happiness and positivity. Awqaf and Minors Affairs Foundation has marked the first anniversary of the family village, which at present is home to around 24 orphans. The first-year anniversary was marked during a ceremony held at the village to celebrate its growth and increased support for the orphans, which first opened its doors in June 2015. Through the support of the government and local charity organizations, the family village now has the capacity to host around 130 children in the village's 16 villas, with endowments now estimated to total nearly 157 million dirhams in assets and buildings. Located in Al Warga 3, the village provides the children with accommodation, education, health and psychological care in a homely, stable and balanced environment. According to the officials from Awqaf, the village provides an enriching experience for children in need, making it a world-class example of the UAE Waqf. As part of the celebrations, children residing in the village wrote a letter of appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, to express their gratitude and appreciation for the leader's continuous support and care. The Dubai-based Clarion School, in partnership with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Teaspoons for Change program, organized a first-of-its-kind Art of Giving Iftar and silent auction in Dubai, inspiring parents and children to celebrate the spirit of Ramadan while also raising funds towards Polio Eradication project. Addressing a number of community members, parents and children, representatives of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Teaspoons of Change initiative stated that their ultimate aim is to make the world a better place by inspiring children to become global citizens of tomorrow, as even small contributions by a lot of people can bring about a big change in the world. Commenting on the 17 global goals for sustainable development, which includes eliminating poverty, protecting the planet and reducing hunger and inequality, officials highlighted that unless the world and everyone in it don't work together, achieving these milestones cannot be possible. Educational experts attending the event stressed that giving back to the community not only reflects the spirit of Ramadan, but also raises awareness among children about the need to share global responsibilities as well. On the sidelines of the Iftar event, a number of child artists, along with their families in the UAE, were given an opportunity to create artwork on the subject of being global citizens. And the proceeds of a silent auction of these artworks will be donated by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation towards Polio Eradication project.
I work on an initiative called Polio Points and also Teaspoons of Change. And it's about sort of knowing the big global picture around the global goals and how to be an active and effective global citizen. And then also about teaspoons of change, the little personal things that we can do that help make a difference. And I was very fortunate to meet up with the Clarion School just recently, and it really kind of bodes to their ethos of making the world a better place. So I happen to be a global citizen educator and working on those little things that we can do that help make a big difference. So any proceeds that happen from this evening will go towards global topics and issues, and more importantly their solutions. So we often hear about all the bad things that happen in the world, but really there's a lot of good people who are doing good things. And this is supporting the work that happens overseas to eradicate extreme poverty, reduce inequality and make the world a better place.
This is so exciting because this is really bringing together community, and we're celebrating the diversity of our community, but also really celebrating Iftar, and we're really bringing out the very best in giving back to the community and helping children to give back to the community. So we are partnering with the Gates Foundation, and it's really wonderful because the children are actually creating art. So they're actively involved with their families to create some wonderful art masterpieces that we are having a silent auction, and all the proceeds are going to be matched by the Gates Foundation, and it's to eradicate polio, and the children are doing art, and it's about being global citizens and really developing that awareness that they are part of the world and they can actually do something and really act upon the world.
The Ministry of Health and Prevention's Public Policy and Licensing Department has signed an MOU with Newbridge and Gulf Exsource to launch an initiative designed to treat tuberculosis infection in patients suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for free. The agreement was signed during a ceremony and press conference held at the ministry's headquarters in Dubai, and was signed by His Excellency Dr. Amin Hussein Al-Amiri, the Assistant Under Secretary for Public Policy and Licensing at the ministry, and by the CEO of Newbridge. The initiative is designed to help patients with rheumatoid arthritis who are not covered by health insurance and individuals whose insurance does not include the treatment of this disease. Qualified patients can seek treatment and will be eligible for Cimzia medication, and following their treatment they are required to make follow-ups as recommended by the physician. As part of the agreement, Newbridge will provide the drugs to eligible patients within the specified 3-year period or the duration of the program's implementation. The patient's eligibility will be determined through evaluation of their physical health and condition. Commenting on the initiative, Dr. Al-Amiri stated that the agreement is in line with their objectives of improving local health services, producing more world-class scientific research and strengthening its global partnerships.
This is an MOU which was signed between the Ministry of Health and the Newbridge and the third party to support the rheumatoid patients, especially the patients, the non-Emiratis, whom they don't have a health insurance program. And the MOU states that we will be covering 300 patients per year, and this MOU is for 3 years. What will be done is that the individual patients will be studied by the official charities at the level of the Emirates, and if they don't have the health insurance scheme or program, they will be included at this treatment, and the injections will be provided for them. They need per year 13 injections. And they have to comply with our requirements that they have to complete the treatments within the 3 years. And for sure, this will support the patients, and this is for the happiness of those patients whom they don't have the ability to pay for their treatment. The implementation will be starting from today itself, as soon as we sign the MOU, and the timeline is MOUs for 3 years, and each single patient, whenever he will be supported by this agreement or by this scheme, will be supported for 3 years because he has to complete the treatments within the 3 years, and therefore this contract is for 3 years. Each year 300 patients, which it means in total 900 patients at the level of United Arab Emirates.
Almost 30% of Emiratis in their 30s smoke, and according to evidence from a health screening program in Abu Dhabi, midwah is the most popular way to do so. The figure is higher than in the United States, where 20% of people between 25 and 44 smoke, and the UK, where 24% of people aged 25 to 34 are smokers. New data from Abu Dhabi premarital screenings in 2015 also showed that nearly a quarter of couples were smokers, with cigarettes the most common form of tobacco consumption. According to local reports, medical professionals have stated that in many cases tobacco use is on the rise, fueled by cheap cigarettes and high incomes. The Health Authority Abu Dhabi, whose Wiqaya screening program revealed the number of smokers in their 30s, has also launched its annual tobacco control awareness campaign. Smokers are also being urged to visit one of the many tobacco cessation clinics, with the authority intensifying its efforts to highlight tobacco addiction and methods of recovery to achieve its vision for a healthier Abu Dhabi. And finally, in the bulletin, the city's youngest explorers have been given a first look at Legoland Dubai's Lost Kingdom adventure. The lucky annual pass families became the first to play ahead of the park's opening in October and were welcomed by the park's general manager Siegfried Borst alongside Lego characters Buddy and Princess. The young adventurers were given a behind-the-scenes preview of the Lost Kingdom's treasures and also offered the chance to climb on board the Lost Kingdom's four-seater ride carriages, becoming the first to see the attraction's Lego models. Legoland Dubai, when open, will feature 15,000 Lego models made from 60 million Lego bricks, along with more than 40 interactive rides, shows, attractions and Lego building experiences.